So over the weekend, you might have seen a lot of news about the 4K Max being completely removed for purchase from Amazon. Now, there's been a few videos investigating this already, one from Freetech,
Third Gen, and Cube, but no 4K Max. And if I scroll down this page, this is where you see all the streaming devices they sell. And once again, there's no Fire TV Stick 4K Max.
and even an article on AFTV News talking about why this might have happened. Now, I thought it would be easier for me to really break down the situation, why it's removed, and what exactly it's going to be replaced with, the most likely situation. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button really quick, give this video a big thumbs up, and like always, I answer all of your questions and comments down below for the first few hours of the video. So let me know what device you think is going to replace the 4K Max.
Okay, so let's talk about what exactly is happening. So I first have to give you a recap of what happened over the weekend and some new evidence that was discovered from AFTV News. So basically, if you go into your app store, and you guys can let me know too down below in the comments if in fact you can in your country, if it's a different country from the ones we're checking out here. But when you go to the US and you try to get the Fire 4K Max, well, first of all, you can't even find it, right? So it's going to, actually, it shows up as an international version here, but that's like a totally different listing. I don't even think that's an Amazon listing. So all you can do is click on the original one so you can get the 4K, which I'll tell you why I think this one's still up. And you can see here, right? Well, there is the 4K Max right here, I guess I should say. But it's when you click on it, it says currently unavailable. So you do have to scroll a little bit in order to find it. So now, if you go down in the ad, they actually do still have it here. I know in Freetech's video, he showed it didn't. I think that's in the UK version, but they still do have the price removed and all that. So it is still updated. Now, if we go to, this is Amazon.ca, Amazon.ca. So in Canada, they're actually still selling it, but they are giving a hefty discount, which means they might have a larger stock inside of the warehouses in Canada. And maybe they really want to get rid of it before what we talk about next happens. So if we go down here, it's still all available, but it makes sense because it's still for sale. Now in the UK, it's a little different. On this scroll wheel, you actually can't find it at all. So this is probably what Freetech was looking at in his video. And it's not available in any of the scrolling here. Now, if we scroll down, it's completely removed from the UK section here. So this is where they're usually comparing it. But that makes sense because it's probably all linked. Whatever would be showing in the scroll wheel would probably be showing down below in this. So it's probably just all linked. So the fact that it's removed from there, it makes sense, where in the US version it's here because it's still showing in the scroll wheel, but it shows as, here's the US, as unavailable. So what does this mean? Well, to me, it's pretty simple. If it's unavailable in the United States, it's on sale in Canada, you can't even find it in the UK, that tells me they want the stock completely gone before the new one comes out, which, as AFTV News pointed out, is kind of unusual because usually what they do is they just let the old one run out. So in Canada, the fact they're doing a discount kind of contradicts that a little bit. But it could just be a completely different strategy based on country and based on the amount of stock. But what this tells me is they're probably coming out with a brand new 4K Max. And this is exactly what Apple does, right? And a lot of companies. They just want an excuse to create a version that's slightly better than their last 4K Max. It just drives a little bit more, promotion to it. They know there's going to be new videos. There's going to be excitement about it. And my guess is they're also going to make a change in the actual design a little bit. I think everybody knows it's time for the Firestick, which, let's see, I got one right here. It has looked like this for about 2 generations. So to me, it makes sense that Amazon would want to change it up a little bit. Maybe they curve it. Maybe they, I'm not going to get too excited about a design. Now, obviously, a lot of people want USB-C. Do I think that's going to happen? No, because Amazon doesn't want you putting things on it. In fact, they want you staying just in the Amazon ecosystem. So adding a USB-C would only really benefit people in a few ways, such as, it's just one step quicker because we could just use right now the OTT cable or whatever it's called, or OTG cable. So really, that would just take one step away, and I don't think Amazon really sees any benefit in doing that. Now, the fact that the Firestick 4K, if we go back here, is still available, I do think they are going to replace the normal 4K. So they'll have a 4K Max Ultra or whatever the hell they're going to call it. And they're probably going to have this one as the Firestick 4K, but they might replace it with one closer to what the 4K Max was. So I could see that happening, where the new version of the 4K is just like basically the old 4K Max rebranded to say 4K. And then the new version is the Firestick 4K Ultra or whatever they friggin' go with. Who knows what they do? But I really hope it's a cool piece of tech. You know, maybe they add in some more Alexa capabilities, or maybe they add the Pro remote for free with it. Who knows? But it's going to be exciting, and we should know most likely by the end of the week. September 20th, I think, is when they'll release the info. So make sure you look for that video coming up soon. And thanks for watching, guys.